Ladies and gents, welcome to our Halo Wars 2 Amateur Tournament's Grand Finals. Very nice to see Ayalav making it all this way. Gonna be starting this off as Shipmaster here in the blue color. And our slightly newer player, Megalodon, is here as well. Not taking too many defeats so far, playing as Cutter. Really just a handful of individual matches lost. It was pretty close between these two in the last set. It went all the way to 5 games. Are they gonna do it again? 50 pounds are on the line. And we already have Pretty Pad as the 3rd place. That was something, that previous series. Holy cow. If you guys missed it, well, just go watch. You'll see 2x is your friend. Individual single mini base steal, but we might see 2, to be honest. Let's see. Oh, okay. That was close. That was very close and dangerous. Okay, I think still Ayalav is gonna be able to get the remainder. He's got the 2nd power extractor coming as well. The sensor tower's on the way. And the grunts have already gathered up the resources on the one side, so more minis equals better. Look, there's gonna be 4 mini bases versus 2. That's a pretty big deal. But when you have 2 mini bases, you can definitely pump out plenty of stuff and deal with the nearby one, as the reinforcing distance from the other side of the map is just too vast to realistically hold on to this for a long time. So as long as the USC player here knows what he's doing, which I do think Megalodon does, at least he's demonstrated really good fundamentals thus far. Actually, this whole tournament, the fundamentals have been really good by everyone. There's been a little bit of stuff with wonky build orders, but it's not that bad. It's generally one of the best amateur tournaments we ever had in terms of the raw quality of the games. Right, there's some weird shit every now and then, obviously, but it's okay. These guys are here to learn and to one day stomp the rising stars. Have to trip a bunch of times along the way so you can make it to the end. Break some eggs to make omelette. Strategically speaking, we are still seeing that armory up for some reason. I'm guessing the Spartan is upgraded, right? Hold up a second. I'm so confused. I'm pretty sure it is. And grenades might be next. As for the BigA, we've got quite a bunch of ghosts. It's not enough to really take on the Spartan just yet. It's really dangerous because a single stun and mine combo can ruin those ghosts. Woo! Okay. The suicide grunts got a really good hit off there. Actually, that was great. Of the Marines went down to that. But 4 power nodes are now being controlled by Megalodon, which is essentially an upgraded reactor. So that's a pretty big deal. The suicide grunts and the ghosts together, however, are a really good way to protect yourself. Okay, the upgrade did now go through. So there's definitely not supposed to be an armory anymore. I've seen it. I know it was real. ODST's cleaning up back home. That's usually supposed to be more offensive power, but considering what all is going on here, I understand you don't want to drop them into the suicide grunts. That would hurt them a lot. Tier 2 upgrade is coming in. We've got the recapture situation going on now with everything. The mini bases are exchanging hands, the power nodes as well. Very important to hold on to those for as long as you can, but obviously Cutter that's printing so little units isn't going to be able to do so. You would have needed a lot more grenade marines to be able to hold on for longer and prevent this more powerful Tier 2 Shipmaster from happening. But now Shipmaster with power income from the map is going to be able to print Elite Rangers all day long and get out the hero and probably still get out a third generator very, very soon. Wait, we don't have that already, right? You probably don't want to... Against Cutter, I don't think you want to do Mexican generators. It's too risky because of the drops. There's many matchups where you can do it, but Cutter isn't one of them, in my opinion. Likewise with Kinsano or any drop-heavy leader like that. Nah. Spartan tried to save the guys there. Didn't work out. Good trade though, one sniper for a Suicide Grunt and an Elite. Getting out of here makes a lot of sense now. 1 star on the Spartan is achieved, so his stats will be quite a bit better. But we don't have another base for Megalodon, which is very risky as Cutter. Holding on to that armory as well still, instead of getting an additional supply pad. Can definitely use all that income. It's the everything strat. Just print a little bit of everything, send them at the other guy. Vanish has a rough time dealing with these very mixed compositions in general. The drop turret and the mines are gonna be a nuisance, but it's really the damage from the drop turret that's doing most of the work. The shooting from the drop turret, not the mines, not the stunning. Very nice drop turret actually, with all those kills having come through. But we've got now the Spirit support, which is just a little bit too much for these guys to take on. I'm really curious to see as to how these snipers will perform in this situation. I typically don't go for this myself because the elites are just so tanky compared to them, and then you obviously have to worry about any remaining ghosts going after the snipers. But if you can pull it off, you can micro your snipers well, keep them out of the elite range, then this could absolutely work. I can see it. Six snipers, sorry, 6 elites versus what? 5 snipers? 4? C4. Yes. Looks like you need like 6 of them to actually snipe an elite. That's the hard part. See, the sniper is just a single squad member. Every shot will hit them. If you manage to beam them together, well, they're just autos. Oh my god. That's a disaster for our UNSC player. Which is usually why people go Hellbringers in this matchup. Like, Warthogs and Hellbringers are a very, very tough composition for the Banish to beat, honestly. Cutter could go tier 3, but I think the priority will be to upgrade this base instead and make sure it's secure. You can go tier 3 later. There's nothing too fancy there to get. It's gonna be the population upgrades, but we can get that in tier 2 as well. Don't need to rush tanks or anything. Satchel should detonate here. Yep. Didn't manage to take the base though until now. Okay, drop turret is ready once again. Both players are basically near their population limits. But there's enough in there for an ODST and a drop turret, and I think 5th point might just have gotten unlocked. Those mines get dropped in as well. Oh! Hero's gonna eat that. It was a lot of damage, actually. Still a sniper in the midst of all this. You know what? That set of Nightingales is doing such a good job right now, keeping this army going. Is Megalodon gonna just lose them, though? It really looks like he's running through an area where he shouldn't be going. This banished shield is just a little bit too much for UNSC to handle. This was definitely a mishap to go here. 2 Nightingales dead, several squads wiped out. Nothing left for Megalodon. But he can at least take a consolation prize in the form of a Reaver. Oh, he can take out the engineer with that. That's great. Nice one. Well, Spartan is maybe not going to make it out. We'll find out soon. We're sacrificing all the infantry to save the Spartan, though. Ooh, that didn't detonate. Okay, what now? I guess with ship, you just want to kind of upgrade your tier 2 army. You're happy with this. Control the map. Have a superior force that you can't really fight against. There's no big need to attack a base or anything with them. Nothing like that. Well, that was just a stun. Didn't steal anything. Could have taken a Reaver or something and dropped mines on them, but no. Beam is actually going to cleave into this army pretty brutally. And it's looking to me that BigA is just significantly ahead in this one. Not even sure how you stop this army at this point. I mean, you do have a chance to make him overextend by drawing them close to you. And then drop in your big ODST assault group. That could work out super nicely, actually. ODST is ready, but there's not enough money for ODST assault group, right? Like the normal ODSTs. Yeah, that drop could happen. Tank beats everything. Why not save for the drop instead of making a tank yourself? You got the veteran, right? So that's better. Bunch of supply pads that could be upgraded, I suppose. Then again, you know, maybe you just make your own army and wait for it to be full pop. You take a fight. You save up resources in the meantime. Then you do the drop. It's like having an army and a half that way. In theory. Ooh, the drop turret actually forcing everyone to be stunned. That's a nice one. That's a really good combo there. And Dark Cutter can still get out of here without any losses. Brave's very ambitiously looking for some shots there, but I don't know about that. It's very speedy though. We've got all the passives for sure. Five snipers, definitely looking much better. Sniper tank, okay. Oh, that didn't work. The Spartan got moved. Well, let it finish the animation, man. Taking a Wraith would have been pretty good here. Now it's just gonna be another bullet sponge for the Pelicans, right? I guess they still done their work though. Destroying the shields. Getting another kill. Man, Cutter's pretty good. How did that turn around so much? Oh. We don't need a big drop. We got Pelican at home. That was wild. Oh, what is this? Breaking the clutch on YouTube? Is this... What year is it? Welcome. When are you guys getting back into it? Or you can just play, right? No big commitment required, just... Game 5 hours. Call it a day. There's a big drop. Okay, that GG. Yeah. Yep. Megalodon, man. Looking solid there. I really thought Aya had this with how the game was setting up. All these upgraded units. Tier 2 superiority, counter blob, very hard to engage, right? But then kind of gets complacent, jumps to tier 3, and Cutter comes in with the massive replenish and punish. Ladies and gents, welcome to game number 2. We got our Decimus Glamour in the blue, getting absolutely rushed here by our Voridus. Ay, that's rough, man. Sorry, the intro ran a little long. Megalodon is the Voridus. It's playing normal, but grunts, instead of collecting resources, are here. It's kinda nasty. You gotta bring everyone home to protect your resources. Vortex is probably gonna get that chopper. Oh no, it's not. It's not. Why didn't he bring everyone home? It's all grunts, isn't it? Okay. Ah, dude, the extractor is already at half health. Mini bases are coming in with a delay. Not particularly important to hurry up with that. I mean, the resources are coming in though, so, you know. Megalodon is getting a lot done here for sure. Look how rich he is. He can get a second generator. Oh my god. Is he gonna just do that here with the minis? Just a quick Mexican gen up front here. He could. Wow, okay, any grunts getting brought home aren't gonna be able to defend anything. This is why I think it's so important to open Chopper against Voridus. Like, you just have to defend this Chopper Sui, that's the way. We sort of got a glimpse of that now. But look at the splits. It's beautiful. In Amateur League. Combat wants to play in the Amateur League. Please play in the Rising Star League. You're a big boy now. Yeah, nah, seriously, you're too good for this. Maybe these guys would survive, but I still think you're too strong. What's your MMR? Isn't it like 3.5 or something? You know, these guys are like 2. No shame in that. They're improving very rapidly, by the way. So I would really encourage them to play in ladder after this and just push themselves as far as they can. Just let's see what happens. How much MMR are they gonna get? Megalodon is well aware of how to get ahead when you're ahead. Make a bigger economy. Expand harder. Poke the other guy again later. The visceral, don't you... I don't remember off the top of my head what ranking you're in, but I mean, you can check on our website, right? Aren't you like B tier? So everyone in... I believe everyone in C tier can play. B tier guys can't play in amateur. I know it's awkward for like the guys in C because they're probably not gonna win Rising Star. It's a little hardcore. But they also would eat up these guys. So it's awkward. Maybe Megalodon is heading in that direction as well, where it's awkward for him because Rising Star's too hard, but Amateur's too easy. Oh, great. Yeah, I mean, account sharing is just... yeah, that's just cheating. Pretty sure we have a clause for that specifically. More choppers coming out. Tier 2 unlocked for both. Okay, now make it a 1 hour game where nobody attacks. that's the next move. Right? I'm ready. Holy cow, where did all those guns come from? I thought it was way less than this. Well, or fewer. We've got the extractor under heavy attack, guys. I think it will go down. That's a massive, massive loss once again to the income. Absolutely worth donating these grunts for. Now look at our Mr. Red. She's getting uber rich. Holy moly. Sure, all these grunts will die, but it's a sacrifice that Megalodon is willing to make. Ooh, good delete there. Wow. They're gone. He's hitting our man left and right. Look at that insane 4 expansion situation as well. However, this is boundless scythe and grunts at this point. I think they could mount a counter-offensive. The game is not over. She's getting a little spooky with Megalodon spending the money so well. Oh, he's tier 3 by the way. Oh, what? He's freaking tier 3! With 4 bases. So much for the counter-offensive. Tier 3. Well, to be fair, this whole early game could have been shut down by a single chopper. But the BigA just kind of ignored his generator getting owned at the beginning. And it snowballed from there, because if you do some damage as Voridus, then, well, you get richer, and then you come back to do even more damage, then you get richer. It's a snowball effect. Let's just shoot the base actually, because you'll be getting so much more resources, but destroying the raid camps does mean there's not gonna be hunters, so understandable. Game's over. That's a Megalodon win, and we're gonna have to double check that, obviously, because of the very fast tier 3, but that might just be all those grunts doing their work. We're gonna double check the stats here. So this could be potentially the last game of this finals, guys. Let's see what ILF can do to potentially bring this back and fulfill the prophecy of 5 games required in a best of 5. ILF is playing as the Yak. On the other side of the map, we've got the Megalodon. Atriox. Why am I stuttering all of a sudden? Anyway, we've got the Extractor first opener here, which is absolutely bonkers. What is happening? Well, I'll tell you what's happening. This grunt is about to be bullied by the cannon fodder. They're gonna slap him. Slap him good. Unfortunately, the mine is out of place, so this crate is actually not protected. Whole cylinder is gonna be gobbled up by the regular grunts. Well. Maybe some mini base steals for the BigA. You get some. Should be able to get ahead. I mean, yap. If they just don't spend on choppers in the early game, should have a resource advantage here. Especially against the generator first build. You see, Megalodon is absolutely hoarding power right now. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't upgrade another harvester before that hero. Actually, the cannon fodders are picking up a lot of these yellow stacks on the side. It's gonna be a slightly favored mini base split in favor of BigA. Power extractor up. Yap typically does that pretty early on. Not gonna be so easy for a Hatriox player. Definitely needs to sort out the hero first and then swap over. Means in the economy you'll be behind, but you'll have a much better guy on the field than what Yap can put out. I mean, this guy is just a Giga Chad. Very difficult to beat. Okay, that is unhinged. Holy cow, he's buying all the bases. Megalodon is definitely a mini EOD, I would say. If he can get up a triple raid camp somewhere here, that would be epic. And you know what? Maybe he just goes Apex and it will be no problem at all. Hell, does he even need that? I think he just goes raid camp right away. Could it be that the BigA is just too tired to deal with this shit? He's queuing 10 cannon fodder from the main base rather than a little bit from every mini. And actually is gonna be under attack from these brutes. Megalodon is playing this rather well, actually. He might be a rising star kind of player. But yeah, as chat is pointing out, he is kind of where he should be at the moment. Learning in this amateur league. He's taking some losses still. But I think he should play both. There's probably no way he's holding this without the hero being around. And the engineers aren't out. Nor did he actually make any brutes. Oh, what? No. Could have saved it probably if there's an engineer. Aww. A suicide grunt drop? That's instead of a heal. I'm so confused. I am so confused. That wasn't a good thing. Ouch! It's a big ouchie for sure. Chosen might still survive, but barely. Okay, maybe not. Those shades are... Okay. GG. That's rough, buddy. But anyway, there's gonna be brutes. The entire infantry force has been cleaned up, and a certain gamer here is getting a little greedy, so ripe for punishment, right? In theory. Gonna be a lot of brutes coming back. Second generator is up and running. Revenge of the Yapper could still hit hard. Is there a hero coming? Nope. There's only one turret. This main is actually at risk. There's 3 grunt riders here. That could be very painful indeed. Alright, but the brutes are heading to the main now. There's gonna be at least 4. Plus these guys can teleport across very easily for here. There's actually like 7 brutes potentially heading to the main. It's a totally undefended base. There's 1 turret. I swear, Megalodon is an absolute EOD. Just mini EOD. He's clearly watching all this stuff. And he's more or less able to execute. It just feels like the generator first build on this map is a big no-no. You can't do everything you need to do and still get the generator as the first building. It's definitely hampered him in this one. Imagine if he hadn't done that and still gone for this build. He'd just do the same things but faster. Unfortunately, didn't bring the brutes over. Those are like the little things that show that he's not the actual EOD. If those brutes had been here, oh boy, I wouldn't be able to guarantee that this extractor or that one would be still kicking. We got the Chosen up. BigA is still in serious trouble. Let's not mince our words. Maybe this Chosen is actually just gonna star up. There's no tier 2 coming or anything like that. There's brute printing going on though. Okay, Chosen really needs to deal with the Rangers. Those are the guys doing the damage. Oh boy. Great Camp's getting bonked. No more Rangers for a while. And the Chosen's distracting them sufficiently, it seems. So that's not so bad. Oh, good shot. That's one takedown. Can he get back his shields? That's the big deal, really. Oh yes, the shields are coming. And it's shut down. Pretty good takedowns here and there. The buildings are getting it next. Oh god. Jump doesn't save you against the ram. Yeah, these grunt riders are just nasty pieces of work. Look at that. The brutes are about to get it. Oh boy. Wait a second. Kind of split them off to go here after the grunts. That was a mistake. That is many more brutes. And they're gonna get the freaking extractors. Oh my god. There's more coming. The base is upgraded to tier 2. The front base. The extractor's dead. There's no more extractors for the big A. Holy cow. He's in so much trouble right now. The Chosen's working on his second star. It's not going to be necessary because the big A has to resign. Megalodon absolutely sharking around all the players today. Beautiful work. 10 minutes on the dot, by the way. That's calculated right there. Beautiful work. And I'd love to see him in the Rising Star as well. In addition to this. It was a great showing overall. Congratulations, and thanks to Aya for playing as well. Second place is still a really good result. So congratulations, and of course to all the other players as well. Thanks very much for joining. You should too. Next time. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.